Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I do know I have been absent a little bit from making a full video, but I am back and I will be hitting it off with a new series where I review Chia forks. We're gonna go ahead and review HDD COIN today, and I will be talking about white paper, download, functions of it, and just a couple other cool things, and some are in development too. So first of all, HDDcoin.org is the website, and I do have to say it's very appealing, very professional looking, and I am a massive fan of it, so props to you guys there already. And when we take a look into any crypto project, it is important to know what we're doing and looking at and getting into, and that is why white papers exist. If a crypto does not have a good white paper, then it's probably just a trash rug pull, but some of them do have very solid ones, and this here is definitely a more solid white paper. So we're gonna take a look into the our belief section here. So we'll just start from the bottom up here actually. So mining cryptocurrencies can be a green process. There is proof of work, as you're aware, and proof of space. The Chia and Chia forks is proof of space. And proof of work uses GPUs, which sucks hundreds of watts, compared to drives, which sucks very, very little compared. And it's definitely a greener solution there, especially with the environment and all that stuff. Leaning towards a greener solution is the way to go there. And then everyone has a right to privately, safely, and securely hold their wealth. I 100% agree with that, and essentially what this means is the 24 keys protects your stuff. No one else has it unless you give that away, and then it is a safer alternative than having money in like a friend's house and stuff like that. So that's just something to keep an eye on. And there is definitely a need for programmable internet money, and I 100% agree with that there, because we're moving away from paper and coins and we're switching over to all digital, and that's might come a lot faster than we expect. And then lastly, belief is people with computers. A lot of crypto people, they do know that there is potential in blockchain technology. Yes, it is very well developed, but it's more experimental how it gets used, and decentralization is a very big part there with lots of nodes. And as you know, Chia has a massive decentralized network there with tons and tons of full nodes, and then everyone can be part of it, including people with 5 terabyte drives or absolute whales with terabytes and petabytes potentially. We'll go ahead and look at our core values here, because this here is what makes a good team and a good blockchain. So green cryptocurrency, like I said, that's pretty much all Chia forks there. Long-term value and building for future, those two are heavily tied in with each other, just because if you look towards the future, that's a long-term goal, long-term value. If you just have short-term goals, then it's not really a beneficial view to the holders and investors there. So yes, you can have short-term goals for reaching long-term goals and value, but you do definitely have to establish the outside limits there. And then strengthen community is a big one. Every crypto project has ups and downs, such as a recent example, Terra. When that one went down, there was tons of strength in the community, but there is always going to be those special people that are, I guess, dicks and just FUD and spread FUD and lies and all that stuff. So it's very good to have a strong community. And then lastly, a huge team to ensure long-term development. Yes, it's very cool if you have a small blockchain that goes big with a few people, but you're not going to be able to have as much quality in certain aspects. And then if you have a bigger team, that allows you to split them against different segments, get those 100% polished up, and then combine to make the project what it's supposed to be, a very strong and stable one. Now that we have covered the white paper, we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about the blockchain core features. So the lowest denomination is bytes, and Chia's is Mojo, so that's another thing that kind of changes around the forks there. And then farmed block rewards. It's 2 HDD. There is a halving period of 3 years, which means that will get chopped to 1. And like Chia, they do have a pre-farmed amount, but it is for different reasons. So Chia needs the pre-farm in order to create value before revenue comes in from consulting. It's going to be used for loans, extracting revenue, and then we can't really have it like burn necessarily, or have like a reward program for staking, which really isn't like what Chia is for. However, HDD COIN uses their pre-farm in different ways, and like I said, it's 3.5 million, and that is used to support the feature like the hold program. It's also going to be used for developing the blockchain war. Now that we have talked about that, we'll go ahead and talk about downloads. So as you know, cryptocurrency is money, and we do have to be careful where we get certain programs from. For HDD COIN, you can get that on their website, hddcoin.org/download, or you can visit the GitHub repository as well. And then those are the only sources where you can safely get HDD COIN. A nice thing about the website, once again, props to you guys. They have the full nodes and node information on the website. So when you download it, set it up, sometimes you don't connect. You can just punch in the address, the port, and then it's going to auto connect you and get you involved in the process and get synced. So the nice thing about Chia forks, like I said, is it's pretty much the same subsystem. So it's going to be the same location for the database. And they do actually have a database file download on the website, which is really cool. Some people just prefer syncing from scratch. Absolutely fine, nothing wrong with that. Now that we have talked about the download, we'll talk about a big milestone here, and that is exchanges. So HDD COIN, like I said, is a fork of Chia, but they did manage to get onto xt.com, and they can trade the USDT pair with HDD, which means that you can go ahead and buy it, get it transferred to your wallet, and then get a lot that way. And what is also nice is, once again, they talk about the complete setup process. They do write security, 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 because it's your monies and no one else should be able to have it. And that's going to kind of just confirm that it's definitely yours and make it a lot safer. A function of HDD COIN as well, such as Chia and maybe a couple other forks there, is pooling. Pooling is with Foxy Pool and it's OG plots. If you do have NFT plots and OG, then you can actually farm both at the same time, which is actually pretty cool. And then they do have excellent support in the Discord server for Foxy Pool, as well as the pooling channel in the Discord. And these guys are great. They've answered tons of questions I've had. They've helped me out, which is very, very nice as well. So that's like the pooling aspect there. They also do have more frequently asked questions, and if you have a question, you can just most likely find it there. Now, another massive milestone of the HDD COIN project is the hold program. This has definitely been in development. I've seen it get throughout the development. But essentially this here is what the pre-farm is mostly used for, and you get rewarded by locking in smart contracts and then completing those. And then the nice thing is you're not going to get penalized for cutting the contract early. Some people in crypto blockchains, you can put in like 100, lock it up, unlock it, and you're going to lose X amount for like some fees, and then you won't get the reward either. But with HDD COIN, you can cancel it. You're not going to go ahead and get the reward, but you're not going to be penalized for cutting that contract. They do have 3 plans here, and they have a 3-month, a 6-month, a 12-month, and these are the going rates: 4%, 10%, 24%. And this does definitely seem a lot more safer than some of the projects I've seen out there with like 40% and completely unrealistic numbers. Those numbers make projects crash, fail, and this here definitely does not seem to be overboard. And then you have the option to enroll. And then for those people that do want to participate, you do have to have version 2.0.0.0 in order to go ahead and support and use that function. And then for those people that need help, you can go ahead and get the COI commands here, which is nice. There's even a video. Some people aren't readers, but more like observers, so they can watch that. And then here we have just the instructions to activate the hold program in the command line interface. Now for ways to kind of spend HDD coin, you do have a swag store where they have clothing, hats, shirts, stickers, cups, keychains, and even external hard drives. And this store does take USD as well as HDD coin, so if you want to spend some, you can go ahead and jump on here. I do also offer like the regular payment methods as well. The last thing here that I'm going to talk about is the NFT marketplace. So they are currently working on an NFT marketplace, and essentially NFTs are just digital assets, art, audio, videos, digital files, and the HDD coin blockchain is going to record the proof of that ownership. I'm personally not into NFTs like really big, but it is definitely cool that a fork is getting that implemented. And as far as the NFT portion here, this here is where it kind of gets interesting. So HDD coin is definitely targeting like just regular consumers more, and it doesn't have a dual nature where it talks with like big corporations and government and that. And NFTs is like more of a broad appeal for the general public. And like Chia, for instance, that's going to be a very big part in politics, corporations, carbon credit ledger in combination with like the World Bank. And then they are moving a little bit more towards consumer with DeFi and NFTs. But NFTs are meant for like fine art, as Chia describes it. That is my review on the HDD coin blockchain. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I am looking forward to making more videos.